Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarva dharma swarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Sri Ramakrishna is speaking. The pure Atman is unattached and one cannot see it. If salt is mixed with water, one cannot see the salt with the eyes. That which is pure Atman is the great cause of the cause, the gross, subtle and causal, and the great cause. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Mahakarana. The five elements are gross. Mind, Buddhi, Ego are subtle. Prakriti, the primal energy, is the cause. And Brahman, the pure Atman, is the cause of the cause. The ultimate cause. It doesn't participate, but its very presence makes the one appear as multiple. So, it is just by presence. Just like now sun is present, it doesn't participate in anything, but all beings start working the moment the sun rises. All the birds and animals and all get up and start moving. And humans also start moving about, doing their own work, preparing their food. Animals are searching for their food. And as soon as sun sets, the whole thing is again silent. But sun is just appearing and disappearing. It is not instigating anybody to do anything or not to do, but just its presence is making all the beings move about and have their food. So this presence, which doesn't interfere into the activities, but is the cause because of which the other things are moving, is called the great cause, ultimate cause. And one by one, as it descends, we'll see cause of the cause. From cause, we are getting effect. If cause and effect, cause and effect. One becomes the cause of the other. We have gross, subtle and causal. From causal, it comes to subtle, subtle to gross. Now just like the invisible water in the atmosphere, what we call humidity, or water portion in the air. If you see, you cannot see the vapors here anymore. Now it's midday. Not even a little presence of the water portion is there. Humidity we don't see at all. But we are in the sea coast. It is more than almost 70% of air is water. We can't see. It is the cause of the fog. Now if you cool down this area, go on cooling, suddenly you still see fog appearing. The water is becoming cool. Air is becoming cool. Air contains the water. With the air, the water, unseen water, humidity is slowly getting condensed into fog. Still, if you cool, it is going to become mist, water. One is invisible, Other is when it becomes fog is visible and it is becoming water. It is becoming fluid. It is subtler, is becoming slowly grosser. You can feel, you can see. You can see alone fog. You can feel, touch and feel also. When it becomes mist. When it becomes water, you can drink the water also. It's becoming more, and if you still cool it, it becomes ice, solid. Its grossification is taking place. For ice, the water is the cause. For water, the mist is the cause. For mist, the humidity that was in the air, that was the cause. And the air in which it is not visible, but it exists, is great cause. Space is the Mahakaran life. In that air can be there, air need not be there, space is there means. And air can be there, air can be with water portion, humidity, or without. They are all independent entities. But how they... now, space is there, space is never participating into. That is like Mahakaran. In which space is not there, neither air can be there, nor humidity can be there, nor fog, nor mist, nor water, nor ice. Nothing can be. The whole parampara, cause and effect. How grossification is taking place, you see. It is becoming solid, liquid, air-like, and beyond. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Mahakarana. Prakriti, the primal energy, is the cause of all this. Brahman, the pure Atman, is the... Even if you take water, it is from the air. Oxygen and hydrogen mixing it together. Oxygen and hydrogen. If you just burn, put fire, the oxygen, he makes the hydrogen burn. Hydrogen burns. Like fire burns, wood burns, hydrogen burns. And oxygen is what is making it burn. And when hydrogen burns, in presence of oxygen, you get water. Oxygen and hydrogen together, H2O, two atoms or molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen, H2O. It becomes water. From air, water is appearing. Brahman, the pure Atman, is the cause of the cause, like space. The pure Atman alone is our real nature, What is jnana? It is to know one's own self. Keep the mind in it. It is to know the pure Atman. How long should a man perform his duties? As long as he identifies himself with body. In other words, as long as he thinks he is the body. All people, all animals, all beings you see in the world, they think themselves to be body, including human. Whenever we are in waking state, we totally identify with body. We are bodies. I am going, I am coming, I am sleeping, I am waking up, all that. With what is body doing, and the moment you sleep, you are separate from that body. You never know even you have a body at all. Sleep separates from body. And you have this independent existence, independent of body, till you go to waking state. The moment you go to waking state comes just because you are identified with body. I am body. The waking state, as you are coming, you become body, and this world stands. World is there as long as you are identifying with body. So to know the self independent of body, we dissociate from the body, just like we dissociate from body for sleeping. For sleeping, we go backward. For entering into higher levels of God, we go forward. The consciousness which is there, now waking state, it expands and we go to higher levels of consciousness. If it shrinks, contracts, we enter into sleep. Still shrinks, we enter into deep sleep. Still shrinks, we become the point consciousness. Still shrinks, we become the universal consciousness. So, just withdrawal goes to the deep sleep, and if you can, and it happens but you don't have mind to understand, you become one with the universal consciousness. You become pure Chaitanya consciousness and become one with the universal consciousness, Ishvara. Every day, every time you sleep, we forget it. We cannot know. We cannot know. Because mind, knower is mind. Mind is not there. Confirmer is intellect. Intellect is not there. You are left there outside and come inside. So no recorder. Nobody is going to record. What did you see in deep sleep? Nothing is there. So because you are thinking your body, you have that I am body. As long as you are body, you have duties to perform. That is what Gita says. Because you are body, you have to do karma. When you get self-knowledge, you know that you are not body, but you are Atman. The moment you become Atman, you have no more duties to perform. You can't. You are in ecstatic love of God or in the light of jnana. Everything you are seeing one. Who will eat whom when you are seeing one? To think of the body as Atman, to think the body as Atman is ajnana. Master smiling. I can recognize a worshipper of the formless by looking at his face and eyes. Please dive a little deeper. One does not get the gem by floating on the surface. As for myself, I accept all, formless God and God with form. The Marwari devotees from Baranagar entered the room and saluted the master. He began to praise them. Master to the devotees, they are real devotees. They visit temples, sing the hymns to God and eat prasad. And the gentleman whom they have made their priest this year is a learned in Bhagavata. How that small, God recognizes a small thing you do that manifests the inner divinity. How that a priest they have selected and he knows Bhagavata. But he knows means he knows maybe learnt by heart, or he may be able to understand the meaning also. It may not be that realization is there. What is Bhagavata? What is he going to carry to us? It is a Leela of God. What is that Leela of God? When having known it, you are free from nature. So not to that extent, but because he is able to do worship. Once you get the self-knowledge and knowledge of God, you cannot do the work at all. So that he is able to, he has been appointed as or selected as priest. This year is a learned in Bhagavad, is learned in Bhagavata. That's itself, God is recognizing, you see. Sri Ramakrishna is recognizing. Has read Bhagavata. Is learned in Bhagavata. Marwari devotee. Who is this I that says, O Lord, I am thy servant, Master? That is the Linga Sharira, or embodied soul. It consists of Manas, Buddhi, Chitta and Ahankara. What clear Vedanta is explaining, you see. Has not gone to school, not studied books, but look at the realization. What is so clear to Sri Ramakrishna? As if we are seeing a glass or a pen, we are recognizing this is pen, this is a glass. How we recognize? To that extent, this is mind, this is senses, this is intellect, buddhi, this is manas. We have vague understanding of what is this buddhi, manas and all. Not concrete, clear understanding of the objects. Who is this I that says, Lord, I am thy servant? When I say to the Lord, O Lord, I am thy servant, who is telling in me? Is it buddhi? Is it intellect? Is I sense, the ego? Or is it the senses? Who is telling? Master, this is the Linga Sharira. Linga is a object, a sign, an indication of something beyond. When the teacher is teaching, he understands the student, how much he has understood from the facial expression of the student. The moment he is not able to understand his face, meaning his expressions in the face change. He'll be tying knot in between the eyebrows. He's not able to understand. He is able to understand. He is wondering. All the expressions are on the face. So, if you make fun, the face will change to smile and laugh. How that expressions? From the expression of the face, Guru is understanding what is the understanding of how much the student is understanding. In Sanskrit we say, Guruhu Shishyam Mukhalingat Anujanati. From the Mukhalinga, from the signs on the face. The signs on the face, the sign is called the Linga. It is only indicating. It is not what is inside. The expressions are not. The expressions only are reflections of how much he has understood or what is happening inside him. So now the signs, wherever signs is there, Mukha Linga, the expressions on the face. Similarly, a danger board. A skull is drawn and two bones are drawn. And it is in red color or on red board, white color. The moment the red board we see, oh, there is a danger. When we say skull and bones, it is very clear. Then it may be or may not be written 440 words. So it is danger sign of danger. Apaya lingam. Apaya linga. It is sign of danger. So one woman standing with, in a picture, if a woman is standing with folded hands, sign of welcome. You are welcome. So these are called linga. Similarly, linga sharira. Linga sharira is he is expressing his mind, he is expressing his intellect, he is expressing his feelings through the body. Which body? Not this physical body. It is mind. It is in the mind. Mind is expressing through the body, bodily signs. So it's called Linga Sharira. From the bodily expressions, the inner content is seen. He is happy. He is making fun. All these are understood. It's happening. Software is happening inside. It is subtle. We see on the screen the signs coming and appearing. Behind is the software which is making it appear. So that which is giving the expression on the screen is called subtle. The data fed is called the subtle. So subtle, in that 4 parts are there in our subtle body. Buddhi, Manas, Chitta, Ahankara. This collective inner subtle body is I. The Sthula Sharira, gross body made up of the Pancha Mahabhutas, subtle body made of Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana and Buddhi Manas. 17 parts is Sukshma. Pancha Karmendriya, organs of action. Pancha Jnanendriya, 5 organs of senses. Pancha Prana, 5 energy systems working in the body, like respiratory system, these systems working in the body. And then Pancha Prana, Buddhi Manas, mind and intellect. This is called Sukshma Sharira. Who is saying, I am your servant to God? Oh Lord, I am your servant. Who is telling? The subtle body is telling. Subtle body is when you separate from the physical body, gross body, you are in dream state. This is dream state pertaining to subtle body. Causal body, everything becomes silent. So when you are subtle, the subtle body, causal body, in sleep you have subtle body and causal body. Subtle body also we live when we enter into deep sleep. Just like I leave the physical body, I leave mind and senses also. Dream ends. As long as mind and senses are there, there is dream. As long as physical body is there, physical world is there. Dream world is there. And deep sleep I go. Causal body, I am in causal body. Leaving all my memories and identity, I become only Chaitanya. Chaitanya. Bindu. Now, how that gross, subtle and causal. This separating from physical body, I enter into subtle and causal. Subtle and causal are intimately related. They become silent and remain together. They don't leave each other. In Samadhi, the subtle merges in the causal. Mind merges in Buddhi. So it merges, but they don't leave each other. This part, other than the physical body, is the self, that is the Jivatman. It is the subtle body and causal body, independent of the physical body, is what moves to the other body. This is Jivatman. Jivatman contains these two, subtle body and causal body. Waking state, Jivatman has taken a body, embodied state. Disembodied state is separated. So, disembodied is going to another body. This temporary separation from the physical body is sleep. Permanent separation from the body is death. Death is going to continue if a single force is there also, rebirth. So, what a beautiful question and what a beautiful answer you see. This is Linga Sharira. Master, this is Linga Sharira. That is, who is telling, is asking, one Marwari devotee is asking, who is telling, I am the servant of God? It is Linga Sharira, subtle body, or the embodied soul. That is Jivatman. It is Jivatman or the Linga Sharira. It contains Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. 4 important parts. Mind, intellect, Chitta is memory, and the ego sense, Ahankara. Devotee, who is the embodied soul? Again is asking. Who is that Jivatman? Master, it is the Atman bound by 8 fetters. Fetters. 8 fetters and bondage. 2 are different. Fetters is what we have bound ourselves. And I am bound by nature, then it is bandhana, bondage. And I have bound myself like lajja, grina, bhai, all this. I have covered myself, bound myself with shame. This is not a nature's product. All beings, none of the beings show shame. Man shows shame. It is not a part of, all beings are moving about naked. Oh, nature is naked. Nothing is hidden. Man alone hides because he has shame. Shame is not a product of nature, so it is man who has bound himself from the childhood. When we go to the early Adivasis time, even recently, till about a few decades back, in 60s, 70s also, the Raichu, Rain, Maharashtra and beyond, there were Adivasis, Raipur, near the Raipur center. Raipur center was made in charge to take care of these people who were absolutely naked. Men, women, humans. They never knew wearing clothes or anything. Or absolutely not even cowpin, no covering. Like animals, they used to move about and live, eat from the forest, whatever they are available. There you see, there is no lajja. As the nature keeps. But they have law. Already law has come into picture. So animals don't have a law. They don't maintain a law. Because collective understanding is there. So law is there. But law is not regarding shame and shamelessness. All others. Things like owning a thing, whether it is owning a people, person, or owning a land area, just like animals. Dogs and all, they occupy one particular area. They don't allow the other dogs to come there. Like that, the limitations. Now, these are what man has bound himself, not by nature, is called fetters. Nature's bond is like birth, death, sukha, dukkha, joys and sorrows belong to the other part. That is bandhana. That is to be released by the nature herself. Shackles we have to put off ourselves. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.